Hi, it's Ed from Computer Science. Today we're doing lesson 6, control statements. I've already made the file. Oh, I made two. Get rid of one. So I went File, New, and go File, Save As. There, it's already there. Lesson 6, save. Okay, got two of them now. Okay, so that's all you have to do. File, New. As usual, we put the comment at the top, the file name. Very important, you put the file name at the top. You know what file you're always working on. And then the heading, control statements. Okay, and then three double quotes, and they say print. Lesson 6, control statements. Always good to put these print statements, and we find them to students really, really helpful. So you always know what the output means. Okay, there, it's done now. The first one would be the if statement. So you can put if statements. And what's an if statement? If statement is a left, right, or yes, no. It's you execute the true statements. The execute true conditions. Statement. Okay, like you're in a forest, you go left or right, you're on a pathway. Okay, so it's x equals 5. Always x equals 5 is if x equals 5. And we can put a little print statement, print x is 5. And we can close that one. Okay, recap. So x equals 5. There's your condition. We have two equal signs. You don't put 1, you put 2. 1 is for assignment, 2 is for condition. If it's equal, it's going to print x is 5. So we can run that one. There it is. X is 5. What more could you ask for? It became an else statement as well. That's the alternative. The alternative. In the forest, you go this way. You can go the other way. Yep, there's a little semicolon here. Python likes a semicolon, so I always do what people want. But a little print statement. X is not 5. Okay, so we got to change this not to 5. Let's change it to 4. And we run this one. There it is. X is not 5. Okay, we can continue now with these elifs. Funny, don't you think? An elif, like a little elf. First time I seen that, I didn't know what's going on. And then I can say something like this. If x less than 5, elif x greater than 5. Whoa. I can change that little message. Programming always changing things. Very few people can just do it one time only. I'm always changing. So if you want to do the indentation right, you can start from here, hit the enter button. But since we got the statement already, you have to go like this. These all have to line up. If they don't, you're in such big trouble you won't believe. X greater than 5. Okay, and this would be x is 5. So it's changed it around a little bit. So if it's this one, less goes this one, greater goes that one, else we go to this one. So I guess you're in the path, in the forest. You can go straight, you can go left, you can go right. Anyways, which either way you go, you'll probably get lost. So let's just run this now. X less than 5, correct. Change this to 6. Run that one. X greater than 5, correct. Excellent. Let's make X 5. X is 5. So this is a default. So always put the default at the end. Many ways you can do programming. You could check if it's 5 at the beginning and then the else, but this is much better. Okay, they make them nested ones. So nested ones are ifs inside ifs. So where can we put it? We can put it here. We can put it after the if. Let's put it here. This way we can still get our little message here. So if x is less than 5, you can put in our if statement. If x is greater than 0, and we take this message here and copy it. If you put the cursor here, it will indent automatically for you. X greater than 0. So you're lucky I'm a slow typer. You can keep up with me very easy. So I'm going to just copy these, much easier for me. You can do the same. Use Control-C, Control-V. Everyone knows those. There's another elif. Wow, what a funny name, elif. So x less than 0. Just have to change this one. And the little else statement, I just copy this one. It's better I copy paste than it makes spelling mistakes. And then I back tab. These all gonna line up. You see, all lines up here. And I can do it 2 ways. I can tab it in. Tab didn't work very well. So if this one's out and these ones are out, you actually got to fix them up a little bit. If you don't, it's usually 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have more. You say x is 0. Okay, so there. Now we got this if statement, and we get the nested if statement. We just left this prints here. We don't need to really put it there, but I think it's good that we put it there. Okay, let me run this one. So now, the only way we can get to these ones, if x is less than 5, so let's make it 4, and we're going to run it. X is less than 5, x is greater than 0. Excellent. Now we can make this minus 4. Still going to be less than 5, though, so that's good. Right, x is less than 0. Okay. You can say x is negative or x is positive. I know these are okay. And we can just make it 0 if you want to get to our default, which is this one. There, x is 0. Excellent. So we get all done now. We got the if statement, we got the nested, we got the elifs. I like the elifs. Okay, Nate, Python, such fun language. Okay. So that this shorthand if. Okay, so I'll make a new comment. Shorthand if, and we can make a little print statement. We don't need a lot of print statements. We just need a few to know what we're doing. So they really, really help. Really. Okay, there's actually a short one and then a shorthand else one. So the shorthand if, you already know about this one. If A, well, we need some numbers. X equals 5, Y equals 4, or maybe 3. I don't know. What do you like? I don't care. So it's if. That's one you already know about. If X is greater than Y, put a little colon here, and you can say print. X greater than 5, Y. So you can do it that way, or you can do it this way. This is like an old-fashioned way, and that's more like this is like a modern way. But most people program the old-fashioned way. And you run that one, say X. It won't say X is greater than, so I have to make this a 2, I guess. Right, so X greater than Y. So they have one with the else statement. So what's neat about the else statement? It doesn't get the colon. So I just copy this. So I like the colons. So this is quite different. It's print. Quite different from the other one. X less than Y. If X is greater than 5, and a little else here, but they don't get any colons. So oh, we could have kept that print statement. Oh well, just copy it. Else gets no colon, and I just print X greater than Y. I guess we need greater than equals. So I can make this a 5 now, and I can run this now. X greater equals Y because X is 5. So look, there's no colon. So this is, if it's true, executes this part. If it's false, it will execute this. So not too many people use this one, but I think it's good to use. Okay. Now we do the while loops. So put a little comment, while loop. We teach this to 10-year-olds. They call this the wild loop. But I said it's not a while loop. Wild. It's a while loop. And put a little print statement. Okay. So I always say to them, I do the easy part, and you get to do the hard part. So I go X equals 0. Well, in the Skype lessons, they actually type it in. I'm not typing. They do all the typing. On the video lessons, I have to do all the typing. So you can just follow what I'm doing. So you see, It always indents automatically, so always put a colon in. Some students don't put a colon, so they have to put a colon in. Okay. So we print the X. Okay. Now, the thing is, we have to increment the X. So it's like this, X plus equals 1. And then we run it. Put a little end down here, end line. Sometimes you gotta put single quotes, else it might not work. Depends on your compiler. So I run this one. It prints 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I tell them to make it go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So many ways to do it, not just one way. So I just change this to a 1. And I put X equals. You can put 6, whatever you like. And you run that one. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they say make it go backwards. So some students can do it very well. Other students, an endless loop. But don't worry. We got the stop button here. Got nothing to worry about. So I just say X will start where you want to start. And then this X has to go where you want to end, which is the 0. You can't say greater than 0. You won't get the 0. It has to say greater or equals 0. And this one, you have to subtract it. If you don't, you get the endless loop. And you have to hit the stop button. So run current strip. There it goes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, we don't want the 0. There. There it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, great. Okay, sometimes need greater equals 0, but today we don't. So we only have the while loop in Python. Other languages have more loops. So they also have the for loop here. So put the for loop. And then all we got to do is take a little message here. So copy paste okay. You don't type, always type something in. So it'll be for loop. So we have many kinds of for loops in Python. We have the I loop, the index loop. So it's for I in range. I think home on the range when I see this. And we need the length. So length will be 5, right? We want 5 numbers. Okay. A little colon here. So 5 is where it's going to be ending. And it assumes it starts at 0. So we print the I out. And we need a little space, so you just will print here. So that should print out 0 to 5 because the default is 0. Something like, remember we did the strings and the list and we had the slicing. So it's sort of the same thing. So we get 0, 1, see our message. So if we didn't have this message, we wouldn't know what these numbers meant. So if we want to start at 1, we have to put a 1 here, a little comma, and it's ending at 5. It's not going to really end at 5. It's really going to end at 4. So we got to put a 6 here. Okay, so run that one. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you want to go backwards, we start at 5. And then we go to 0. This is where you need the 0. But this is when you go to 0, when it goes to 1. And you want to go backwards, -1. Very similar to the slicing we did in the strings and the lists. Okay, run that, see if it really goes backwards. Oh, it did go. Look, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, great. So we're doing really, really good. Got the for loop. And they have another for loop we can use called the in loop. So I guess this is an in loop, but I call it the I loop because it's a for I. We can do an in loop. We can make a string s equals tomorrow. And we can do the for loop for C in tomorrow. There for C in S, a little colon, and we can print the C out. So it's going to print on every line. That's okay. And then we can put a new line here. This is a spacer. And we run this one. There's tomorrow. Make a little more room for you. So here's tomorrow. See, we didn't have a message here. We can call this a for I loop. And we can call this a for in loop. They both have ins. The only difference is this one has the I and the range. This one just has the letter, I guess. And this has the string. Okay. And then we can make it go backwards. I don't know if we can make it go backwards. Probably not. Never tried that. Okay, that will be another day. Okay, so we did that loop. Yeah, that'd be a good thing to make it go backwards. I think you just reverse the S. I wonder if we have a reverse. S dot reverse. Not going to work. Oh, it doesn't have a reverse. How about S? Square bracket, colon, colon. Everybody likes that one. I think we tried reverse before. Oh, I forgot the minus one. Okay. We're not doing good today. Invalid syntax. S equals S square bracket, colon, colon, minus 1. Keep the S here. Oh, little colon's missing. Oh, there, it's going backwards. Oh, we did it, look. Let's comment this one out. Put this one back. Never give up in programming if you make a million mistakes. If you don't fix it, oh, we did good now, see? Now it's backwards. We just forgot the colon last time. Great. So we did good. So you never give up. Maybe it will fail one time. Okay, what's the next thing we have to look at? Oh, the nested for loops. Okay, everyone likes this one. Remember the first Python lesson I taught, and we did this nested for loops, and the guy was so happy. Nested for loops. Okay. So we have to use the I one, the I. We can do the other one, the in loop, but the I loop we can do for I in range 5. See, it automatically indents for you. I wonder if it remembered where it was. Good. You put J here. Okay, and then we want to print out the J's. Print J, but we want it all in one line. So it uses this end thing. Yeah, and then it will print all in one line for us. And then we make a new print here for a new line. Okay, and then we need a little separator. Wow! Sometimes you don't put these in, but I've seen some compilers give you errors. Okay, run this one. Get a little more room here. Right, here's our nested. See, these are the rows, and these are the columns. And you can even tell which row it is. You can use 4. At 4, I just print I is all we need. Print. The brain's very autonomous. You said anything in your brain, it will say. I'm doing this all the time, and I really notice how the brain's very autonomous, and you always say things without thinking, or your brain's working by itself. And so now it's going to print out the I, a little colon. The colons are everywhere. Oh, I'm going to put a comma here. I get so many languages in my brain, I can't remember which is which. Okay, so there's this aiming little N here. Okay, now it's going to be happy. There's the 1. So the N, you can put space in here if you want. Or you can put a little, anything you like, like, there you put a little greater than sign. There. Oh, we don't need a colon anymore. Oh, wow. Well, that's okay. Okay, great. So we did the nested for loops, and we print out the strings, and made the string go backwards. Okay. And we can also use an I loop to print out the string. So let's do that. We can put it right after this one. Well, we can put it before that one. We just copy this one. And our little S equals tomorrow. I like tomorrow because I know what the backwards is. S equals tomorrow. It's okay. We can. The Python doesn't care about repetition. Only those people in these universities, if you put repetition in your program, they take 10 marks off, or maybe even 50 marks off. So we need the length of the string. So the LEN, remember I told you last video, the LEN is so important. So in Python, most important things are colons, LENs, STRs, and a little S square bracket I. And then it will print out the string, a little round bracket here. Okay. Let me run it. Oh no. Now what's wrong? So I said string in my brain. S. So I told you, brain's so autonomous. Anything you think about, you will write down. Okay, so many tomorrows here. Okay, great. Okay, so in this video, we will stop here, and then this will be the part 1, lesson 6, part 1. And then we start a new video, lesson 6, part 2, because this is half an hour. And then we need a rest. And then we do the print out the lists and the dictionaries and the sets and stuff. Okay, so we're going to continue soon. So bye for now. Okay, bye bye.